You need to hear this because your communication skills are seriously lacking. If you find it difficult to form coherent sentences and build genuine connections with others, it may feel like watching a train wreck in slow motion. Fortunately for you, I'm here to help you change that, so pay attention as I lay out 5 brutally honest ways to up your communication game. If you have the guts to do so, you might just go from being average to outstanding. In order to communicate effectively, listening is essential, so if you want to get better at it, you'll need to get your act together. I want to talk about this Tom guy, who is known for being a terrible listener, who frequently interrupts others, who pays little attention, and who frequently forgets what others have said. I observed as a seemingly insignificant flaw led to a chain reaction that utterly destroyed his relationships and his life at work. Tom's unwillingness to hear about errors, misunderstandings, and lost chances. When he had the opportunity to receive a substantial promotion, his employer lost faith in his ability to manage projects, and his coworkers grew more and more irritated with him. He was unquestionably overlooked in his personal life as a result of his poor listening abilities. Tom's friends and family began to avoid talking to him because they were tired of feeling unheard, unimportant, and disrespected. Because of this, I don't talk to Tom as much as I would if he would just pay attention to what I had to say. Tom's life was a perfect illustration of the harm that ineffective listening can cause. Don't let that happen to you. Commit to improving your listening skills. It's not just about keeping your mouth shut. It's about actively engaging the speaker and asking thoughtful questions about something they mentioned. Just listening to what they have to say and then switching the topic to something else is not listening. Thinking of what you're going to say while you're talking to someone is not listening. Asking thoughtful questions and exhibiting empathy are. Watch as your relationships and opportunities improve by showing people that their thoughts and feelings matter to you. More importantly, your thoughts and feelings matter to them more. Now that you are aware of how important active listening is, let's move on to the following crucial ability. Consider your words before you speak, just like Tom couldn't listen. Some people have the bad tendency of speaking without thinking, which gives the impression that they are impetuous. In today's society, we see so many people just rambling their thoughts as if they were having a conversation with themselves. These people should pause and consider whether what they are saying is really valuable or whether it makes them sound like losers. It's important to stop and think about the implications of your words before you speak to prevent becoming someone who is unlikable. That's wasting people's time and attention, right? You also set yourself up to come off as a loser. Thinking before you speak entails choosing your words carefully and considering how they might be received by the other person rather than just the content of what you're saying, but how that person would receive it. That brief pause can make all the difference between a successful conversation and a disastrous one. That brief pause can prevent you from saying some of the most regrettable things you've ever said. It involves using tact, diplomacy, and consideration for others' feelings. If you're not sure that what you're about to say is important, relevant, and appropriate for the circumstance, hold your tongue and reserve your words for something more appropriate. Watch these videos to hear. Even though you've only viewed one video on my channel, your decision to click on it demonstrates that you have a want to start developing. You already have the willpower. All you need is a clear route. I know you're one of those losers who think they already know everything. Some modules, which you can see as ladders, have been laid out. Each ladder or module will precisely outline for you, step by step, how to ascend from reaching peak masculinity. You don't lack motivation. You just lack knowledge and confidence in the path you're taking. You can either keep messing around in an endless cycle of choosing paths that lead to nothing or click the link in the description below. Advanced Testosterone Optimization: Getting Women Mastering the Game of Exchanging Value to Real Money-Making Methods. And even more. I've literally laid the groundwork for you to become jacked, attractive, rich, and of high social status. Be succinct and detailed in third way. Be succinct and direct. Now let's discuss the value of being succinct and direct in your conversations. As much as people listen and value somebody who can listen before they speak, they also value somebody who knows how to get to the point. In our fast-paced world times, nobody has detention span anymore, and nobody wants to listen to somebody who rambles on aimlessly or goes on tangents. especially if they are about themselves. A concise, a direct speaker who knows how to get to the point. In our fast-paced world, being succinct and specific entails communicating your ideas, opinions, or facts in a direct and understandable way without wasting time on unnecessary details. Avoid that minutia and fluff. According to Kevin from The Office, why use many words when a few words do the trick? And don't use 10 words when you can convey your point with 2 or 3. Using fewer words increases the probability that your message will be heard and remembered. Failure to be succinct and precise in your communication can have disastrous results. For one thing, you run the danger of losing the audience's attention. When someone seems to be wasting their time or not delivering useful information, people often tune them out. If your speech is full of filler words or ambiguous terminology, you could also come out as unsure, lacking confidence, or indecisive. This could make people doubt your reliability. Perhaps you exude expertise and confidence. Don't worry, I'm not going to let you figure it out on your own. From here habitats, you understand what I mean? Here are some guidelines you can use to organize your thoughts. Before you start speaking, take a moment to mentally summarize your main points. Use clear and straightforward language to avoid using jargon, slang, or complicated vocabulary. When simple words will do, this will make it easier for your audience to understand and retain your message, not just from the "oh well, even dumb people will get it" perspective. It's important to note that you can't overthink either, because that just results in analysis paralysis, so strike a balance here. Resist the impulse to veer off subject or to give unrelated tales. If you feel yourself veering off course, take a moment to regroup and bring your attention back to the primary idea. The fourth approach: observe how you're acting. Use your body language, because a huge portion of communication is nonverbal. Okay, so that's something you can't ignore. Eye contact is the most important thing to keep up with because it shouts confidence and honesty. If you are constantly looking away, people will assume that you are hiding something, don't care, or are too insecure to care. Your body is always communicating, so pay attention or you may be sending the wrong message. In contrast to slouching, which exudes insecurity and sloth, standing up straight conveys confidence and capability. Now let's discuss gestures. Don't forget to use your face as well. A well-timed smile or raised eyebrow can say a lot, so use them wisely. Facial expressions, like the one you just heard, also tend to affect how we speak, so it adds some character. Keep in mind that good communication isn't just about using words. Improve your body language and see how your interactions improve in manner. Number 5. Be mindful of your tone. If your tone doesn't match your words, your message may be distorted or even completely misunderstood, so let's make sure you get this right. You might think that the words you use matter the most, but the truth is that your tone plays just as big of a role in how your message is perceived. Keep an eye on your loudness instead of mumbling or whispering, which will come across as uncertain or indifferent. Avoid screaming or shouting, which will come across as angry, confrontational, or, worst of all, as an attention seeker. Keep your loudness at a manageable level, and keep it brief so that it conveys that you are interested and assured. The speed at which you speak is crucial too. Speaking too slowly, on the other hand, might be viewed as lack of confidence or worse, as being bored up. Speaking too quickly can make you seem uncomfortable, and the person you're talking to might find it difficult to keep up. Last but not least, your tone should reflect the substance of your message. If you're talking about anything significant, have a solemn and polite tone. Create a cadence that matches the occasion. Allow your words to soak in. Use these techniques right away to see the dramatic improvement in your personal and professional life. When it comes to communication, there is always room for improvement, so don't wait to start using them. If the conversation is lighthearted, feel free to use the more casual and relaxed tone. However, as always, be mindful of sarcasm or condescending tones, as they can instantly damage your relationship or undermine your message. I know that's cliché, but the sad reality is that if you don't work on it continually, you'll fall behind. With that, I'll say goodbye and appreciate your time. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.